And now it's time for Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. For the next 2 hours, join Pete Gray, rock cod Rick Mexa, and this week's special expert guest for fishing information, new techniques to catch more fish, and the most current scoop on what's happening in the water. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Yamaha Outboards, official motor sponsor of Let's Talk Hookup. Royal Polaris, the world's finest long-range sports fisher. By Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup, and Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. Get ready for the fastest 2 hours on radio with the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray and Rock Cod Rick Mexa.
Good morning, anglers, and welcome to Let's Talk Hookup. Man, do we have a great show for you today. We are live from Loreto. Pete's going to be hanging out with all the guys from the Sportfishing Association in California and talking some fantastic fishing in Baja. And I know they got a lot to talk about because we saw some cool pictures on our Facebook page about great fishing in Loreto, great times, and enjoying Mexico and Baja in particular. Going to be a great show. You stay tuned. You're listening to Southern California's sport fishing voice. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
Spring fishing is finally here. Will it be another banner season? Will it even be better than last year? Will it cool off? Who knows? Fishing is one thing that's impossible to predict. But when it comes to trucks, it's easy to predict who's going to be number one. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for the last 40 years in a row. Today's Ford trucks combine legendary toughness and state-of-the-art technology, giving you the best of both worlds. That's called being California smart. Ford has put it all together with the F-150 STX package. These trucks are nicely equipped with an EcoBoost engine, hands-free system controls, a reverse-sensing camera, 20-inch wheels, and a lot more, all at a price you're going to love. Now, I can't always predict what the fish are going to do, but I can predict that Ford is going to be on the top once again with trucks like the 2017 F-150 STX package. It's California smart. Stop by your San Diego County Ford dealer today. They'll be glad to hook you up.
For decades, the Kona Kai has been considered San Diego's premier marina, resort, and spa. Now, with millions of dollars in upgrades, the Kona Kai Resort is a destination for travelers worldwide who can live it every day. The docks and services are the finest quality in San Diego, and the Kona Kai is the closest marina to the open ocean. As a marina tenant, you enjoy many benefits, including secured free parking, a deluxe health club, swimming pool, and more. Enjoy discounts at their restaurant, bar, and hotel. If you don't have a boat, there are memberships available at a very affordable price. The Kona Kai Club has been offering members a home away from home since 1953. Members can spend their days on Kona Kai's private beach, meet new people in the club's modern lounge, share a meal with family at Bessel Restaurant and Bar, or pamper themselves in Spa Terra. Check out ResortKonakai.com on the web for more information, to reserve a slip, or inquire about joining the club. The Kona Resort, like being on vacation every day in your own backyard. Great boats, free parking, and a fully stocked tackle shop. Just a few of the reasons Seaforth Sport Fishing is a favorite among anglers. Come aboard top charter boats like the Aztec, Cortez, Endeavor, Eclipse, Apollo, Outer Limits, Pacific Star, El Gato Dos, Alexis, Pride, Privateer, Tribute, Pacific Voyager, and the Voyager. Plus, the new Seaforth Sea Watch in San Diego offer the finest half, 3/4, and full-day trips available. Check out the full-service tackle store at Seaforth Sport Fishing. And it's all run by fishermen for fishermen. 1717 Quivira Road, just off Mission Bay Drive in Mission Bay. Book online at seaforthlanding.com. Bluefin tuna are here, and now is the time to take advantage of this amazing bite. The hot jig last year and this season is the Shimano Butterfly Flat Fall Jig. It's a totally new concept of butterfly jigging, but deadly effective. Best part, it's very simple to fish, the Shimano Flat Fall. Drop the jig down to where the fish are holding, then crank it up 30 feet and then free spool. Or cast the jig and let it fall while in free spool. Wait for the bite, then put it in gear and wind. It's that easy. The Shimano Flat Fall is a center balanced jig and falls with a wobbling action in a horizontal position, making it irresistible to big bluefin tuna. Hundreds of big fish have been caught on the Flat Fall, ranging in size from the 130 gram to the 250 gram. They're back in stock now at your local Shimano dealer. So get yours now and go catch a fish of a lifetime on the Shimano Butterfly Flat Fall Jig. See your local dealer or check Shimano.com for all the details.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. Boy, excited to hear about what's going on down in Baja because we're live from Loreto with the Sportfishing Association of California. Good morning, Pete.
Hey, good morning, Ricky. Hey, we've got quite a group here. We're actually overlooking the marina in beautiful Loreto, one of my favorite places in the world here. And I'll tell you, Rick, I know we visited with Arturo several years ago, and it was so cool to come back here to Loreto and realize what an amazing destination this is. And Ken Frankie has assembled an amazing group of people here in Loreto. We have all of Loreto's best and all of actually Southern Baja's best in the fisheries department as well as the hotel associations and such. And Ken, why don't you kind of fill us in who we have on the round and on the long table here. We're actually broadcasting live inside the port captain's office. I'm looking at Carmen Island right now. I'm looking at the marina and all the pongas right now, and I mean it's blowing really hard. It's blowing about 1 knot, and I see a ripple maybe on the water right now.
That's so
and
cool.
we'll also fill you in. It was kind of the weather we had yesterday when we went out fishing with Arturo, and that's what Loreto's all about. In fact, Kenya. I'm going to say it, Kenya. Kenya was a little concerned about being seasick on the boat. She didn't have a problem yesterday. Not at all.
So
I said, you know what? When you fish in Loreto, it's flat.
He's being polite. She also outfished him.
Are you kidding? She outfished all of us, Ken. Yeah, you too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, everybody did. But that's easy. I'm an easy mark.
Well, we're excited to be in Loreto, and like Pete said, we're continuing our series down here in Baja California. And I have to be honest, it's been amazing. This place is immaculate. The sport fishing facilities are immaculate. The community here is just so friendly. I can't say enough about what an enjoyable time we've had here so far.
Yeah, it is incredible. And we've been had the pleasure of being hosted with Andres Cordova, who's the head of Say Pesca. Go ahead and do the introductions there.
Yeah, so Andres Cordova is the Secretary of Fisheries of Baja Sur. He is the man. And he was the one who we met at the Fred Hall show.
Right.
And he came up with a great idea, and we decided to team up and do this event. And so, Mr. Secretary, would you like to make some opening comments and to the people in California?
Sí, muy buenos días, Ken. Bienvenidos aquí a Baja California Sur, es su casa.
Welcome everyone here to Baja South. This is your house.
El estar aquí en Loreto, les agradezco mucho la oportunidad que se puede estar transmitiendo desde acá, desde Loreto, Baja California Sur, este programa tan importante para los apasionados de pesca deportiva.
I'm very grateful that you guys are here to broadcast the live radio show Let's Hook Up, a very important show for sport fishing, and to have brought it down here to Loreto.
Sobre todo llegar a todos sus radioescuchas en San Diego y en todo California. Bienvenidos a Baja California Sur y a este hermoso municipio de Loreto aquí en nuestro estado.
Welcome everyone to the magic, beautiful town of Loreto here in our state of Baja California South. He's extending his greetings to San Diego and all the western United States. You guys are welcome to join us in the future.
Yes, and it's so easy to come to Loreto, too. We took a nonstop flight out of Tijuana, cross-border express down on Aeroclafia. I know Lori Patella and our engineer Rick and Gary from BD Outdoors, and our PR guy here. They took the Alaska Airlines flight out of Los Angeles, out of LAX, and takes about an hour and a half, maybe if that, and you're here in this amazing paradise. Andres, explain to us your position is covering all of sport fishing for Baja, or all of fishing for Baja Sur, for the southern Baja region. What region does that entail?
Bien, sí, nos toca estar presidiendo la Secretaría de Pesca desde el Gobierno del Estado, no solamente pesca deportiva, la pesca comercial, pesca ribereña que le decimos acá en México.
Yes, you're correct. The position as the Secretary of Fisheries includes all of the state, every city, not only sport fishing, but also commercial fishing. We call it pesca ribereña, so river fishing, salt fishing.
Okay. Everything in the southern Baja region, which would entail Loreto, La Paz, Cabo San Lucas, the East Cape of Baja, all of those areas in southern Baja.
Every city in the state.
Every city in the state, yeah.
Baja South.
Baja South, yeah.
And
yeah,
they're doing
a big
lot.
job.
They're doing a lot right now promoting Baja California. And Andres, the tournaments that you have, how many tournaments do you have scheduled this year?
We were talking about it earlier. It was 39 tournaments, of which 19 are hosted and organized by Cepesca.
Yep. So the local communities here, they have the boats, beautiful hotels to visit, and I got to say, for a family area, this has just been exceptional.
Yes, it is, and we'll go over these in a little bit. But we're actually giving it. I kind of shortchanged us. I said we were going to give away 2 trips to Loreto. We're going to give away 3 trips to Loreto today. 3 trips to Loreto. Yeah, I know. And these are all inclusive trips to come and fish in one of their fantastic tournaments, which one of the tournaments started this morning. It's a yellowtail tournament right here at the harbor.
It did, and I have to say, Andres, we were out at the point, and right at dawn, they started the tournament. Andreas handed me the starting gun, and I actually started the tournament.
You started the tournament.
That was, what a respectful thing, and we really appreciate the honor of being able to do that.
Yeah, pretty fantastic.
So, we also have the mayor as well has joined us today.
Yes, good morning, yes. Mayor.
Mayor Arley Arce, and Miss Mayor, would you like to make any comments?
Sí. Buenos días, me da muchísimo gusto, estoy feliz, estoy contenta de que estén esta mañana.
Y estemos aquí reunidos.
Le doy una cordial bienvenida a la Asociación de Pesca de California.
Okay, well, they're gonna, as you can hear, we got a really, really fun show today, and we'll wait for that little connection to get straightened out there. But man, so much great stuff to talk about, and if you want to join us.
Estuvieron con un día de pesca muy bonito, muy hermoso, donde tuvieron la oportunidad de conocer los paisajes que tenemos aquí.
Thank you so much for coming to Loreto and giving us a chance to share with you the history of Loreto, what this Magic Town has to offer. I heard that you guys went fishing yesterday, and it was perfect, that you were able to appreciate the landscape. It was good fishing. The weather was great. And she also gave us a warm welcome for Zach and
great.
Everyone
Thank
in
you
the
very
team.
much. Thank you very much.
You know, one of the things that I was just talking to Norma Garcia, who's the head of the Hotel Association, about was the incredible. I used to come fish with my friend Arturo several years ago. I haven't been to Loreto in 10 years, I think, something like that. And I came in, and it still has the beautiful qualities that everybody loves about Loreto, the small town atmosphere, the friendly people. But now there's some beautiful new hotels. The streets have been changed. Tell us about some of the upgrades that have happened here since I've been here to Loreto.
Okay, actually, since you've been here is when I arrived. You left
okay.
and I arrived.
Okay.
I arrived here a little bit more than 11 years ago, and one thing that really struck me from Loreto is the pride that people take on their town. It's very easy to be part of this community if you work, if you appreciate the community. Besides being a perfect place for fishing and has been for decades, Loreto is the historical capital of Alta and Baja California. It's the first settlement in all California. And also today you enjoy, infrastructure in terms of streets, in terms of the port, in terms of the city itself, the historical center. And we are home for, 2 golf courses. We have 3 major and beautiful hotels, new brand hotels, where we appreciate the investment of these very wise investors. And also, we are the home of the blue whale. We have a season where is the only place in the world where you can, right now, where you are sitting, you can see the spouts of blue whales.
Blue whales from where I'm sitting right now in the marina on the Malecon of Loreto.
Of course, this is a show, an spectacle that people come from all over the world to see. We are the second place in the world for kayaking. We have more than 100 sites for diving. And we have a real show to put to whoever visits us to have the best meals. You can be here for 7 days and not have to repeat a restaurant.
Wow.
And yes. Like today, the event that we are going to have is the Clam Festival. This is organized by the Restaurant Association, and you will see this evening how good the best 15 restaurants in town will put a show on how you eat in Loreto.
Wow, that's fantastic. Chocolates?
Almeja chocolate.
See?
That's for sure.
Oh,
That's for sure.
Many years ago, Arturo introduced us when he used to run the campo up by Punto Popito, which was where he took us fishing yesterday, and he made the chocolates, and I fell in love. I mean, with those clams. This is kind of a Loreto special treat, right?
Exactly. The almeja chocolata is a specialty, and the way you are going to see it cooked tonight is the ancestral way, which is called tatemada. So you will see Aaron, who is the guy who normally does the show in the event, and you will taste the unique taste of our almejas chocolata.
Wow, that's fantastic. So tell us about this event today.
Well, this is... This is the fifth gastronomic event called El Festival de la Almeja Chocolata, the Clam Festival. And it's organized by the Restaurant Association.
Wow.
All the restaurants in town, I also belong to the Restaurant Association,
oh, okay.
to the Hotel Association. And we have been going with these events. We have 3 major events in the year, but this is kind of the most close to our hearts. The almeja is the iconic food in Loreto. It has been eaten, since Loreto was founded like more than 350 years ago. And tonight we want to put a show for all the local people and all the visitors. We do it precisely in these dates because it's warm, it's nice, and it's the way we Mexicans enjoy the beach and the sea life. So that's why we are doing this every year.
Very special, yeah. And we've been staying at the La Misión, which is a relatively new hotel, right? I mean, I was able to walk to work this morning, which was really cool. It was about a 200-yard walk along the Malecón and watching the sport fishing boats leaving the harbor and getting bait and getting ready. It was... It's a pretty good ride. It's better than driving on 805, I can tell you
yes,
that.
no doubt. Sure. It sounds
this,
amazing.
We are very happy to have, the investment, what Hotel La Misión brings to Loreto, the side, just walking in the Malecón, and the place is just first class.
Yeah. And the food last night, courtesy of our friend Kenya, who caught this beautiful leopard grouper cabrilla yesterday that we put on our Facebook page, and I know that the Sportfishing Association put up on theirs too. We ate that in a couple of different ways, along with some just incredible gastronomic treats. It was pretty good. Oh, paella, yeah. What else? Yeah. Yeah, Lori Patella's here from the American Angler. Lori, great to have you. What do you think of this place? You've never been to Loreto.
It is absolutely beautiful, and everybody's been so warm and welcoming. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias.
Yeah, and that's the thing that always brings me back to a place like this is the warm feeling that you get from the people here are so grateful to see you and take you fishing and have you enjoy their beautiful town. It's not really a city, it's a town.
No, it's very small town feel. Yeah, I can't wait to come back.
But it's a small town that has everything, and I'm going to tell a little story. Our fantastic engineer, Rick Cutler, RC Productions, came down with you yesterday on Alaska Airlines out of Los Angeles, and Alaska lost one of his 2 cases. It went to Zihuatanejo instead of Loreto. And so fortunately it was the case with all the cables in it and not all the equipment. Otherwise we'd be talking on cell phones today. But here in Loreto, I was like, okay, we're not going to be on the air tomorrow. He found every cable he needed to put this show together, thanks to the help of... And everybody teamed up here in Loreto and just helped out, and with Kenya's help, found the store that had the cables, and then we found more cables, too, from all the people, from the local people here. And, I mean... It's a small town that has everything you need is my point there, because you can come here to Loreto and have everything you need, including microphone cables.
Pete, I'd love to point everybody right in the direction of fishing. Arturo, our captain from yesterday, good morning, welcome. What an amazing sport fishing trip we had yesterday morning.
Hey, good morning. Well, I'm very happy to take you out. And I'm glad, like you, because I have the best job. Fishing,
yes.
I love.
And your new Ponga there is fantastic. A 225 Yamaha 4-stroke engine, a 27-foot Ponga, right?
27-foot Ponga.
It's like the super deluxe Ponga.
Three bay tanks and center console with head. It's good to have this type of boat, better service, because sometimes came to Loreto people with family, fishermen with family, and it's better to have this type of boat.
Yeah. I have to say, Pete, yesterday as we were cruising up the coast, for the listeners out there, it was an amazing trip down here, really easy to get here. We hop on the boat. We end up going up the coast. Every corner we turned was a new sight that was absolutely beautiful. And then we rolled right up the coast, caught a bunch of fish, ended up, I have to admit, I was untangling my rod as a huge school of yellowtail jumped in front of us. And I watched them swim away.
Yeah, unseasonably, though, right? Arturo, the very quick spot of, it was like 20 to 25 pound yellowtail that popped up right in front of us, up and down very quickly, and too quickly to get a jig on it. But
it's true. Now the yellowtail season goes down.
Yeah.
And we have some striper marlin outside, and any moment we wait for the Dorado season. We have a seaweed outside. The conditions good look. Look good for.
The Dorado? All that sargasso that we saw yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what the Dorado like, right? All the floating, it's like kelp patties.
School porpoise, remember?
Yeah, we had a nice school porpoise.
For tuna, anytime we started to have the summer season.
And it's kind of kicks off here in the next couple of weeks, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, the yellowtail kind of move north, and the Dorado move, and the striped marlin move up. You catch blue marlin here. You catch. I remember, isn't the world record wahoo from Loreto?
Well, we have like a long time ago. We had the world record wahoo, like 184 pounds. I want to tell you, last year we have a tune between Catalan Island and Santa Cruz, over 400 pound yellowfin tuna.
400-pound yellowfin tuna right here at Catalan, which is the island just south of here.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Fantastic. Well, as you can hear, we have a great show lined up for you today. Let me go through what Ken and Kenya from SAC and the wonderful people here in Loreto have put together for our listeners and followers of Let's Talk Hookup. Like I said, we're going to give away 3 trips to Loreto here. And the first one is going to be 2 trips, and it's going to be the Cerreal dos Mares tournament, which we have banners in front of us here, which is going to be in August 12th and 13th here. It's going to be a package for each one. It's 2 packages, a package for 2 people, 3 nights at the beautiful Hotel La Misión here, right on the Malecón, 2 days of boat charter, and I believe with Arturo, which is going to be fantastic, and round-trip flights, too, either out of Tijuana or Los Angeles. We'll have to figure that out as far as timing goes and the flights and such like that. And the tournament entry into the tournament, which is a very special tournament. Last year, Andreas, the tournament had, I believe, over 120 participants. Is this correct?
83 teams in total. So every team is from 2 to 4 people.
Every team, 83 teams last year.
Yeah, this is an opportunity because for minimal cost, you can fly down here, stay at the hotel, join the tournament, and have just an exceptional time. So I have to say it's beautiful here.
Very generous. So one of our callers today, and Rick, you'll give the numbers out here in just a minute, will win one of those 2 trips. The other trip we're going to give away to our Twitter followers. It's @FishingVoice is our Twitter handle, @FishingVoice. And if you're following us on Twitter, we're going to randomly select somebody from our Twitter followers. We'll contact you probably next week and let you know that you have won that trip and you're going to Loreto to fish the Cerreal dos Mares in Loreto in August. Then, randomly picked from our email blast list. We have a great email blast list, and if you're on our email list, we're going to give away a trip back to Loreto in July to the Villas del Palmar Dorado tournament, which is July 27th to the 29th in beautiful Puerto Escondido, which is just south of here in Loreto. And it's supposed to be a beautiful, beautiful new resort. Hopefully on our way down to Rancho Leonero today, we're going to stop. Rick Jensen's going to be driving me down, and we're going to check out the Villa del Palmar hotel down there and that Dorado tournament. So that's going to be a package also for two people, 2 days of fishing, a day of golf. So they have a new signature golf course right there at this beautiful property. 4 nights lodging, the tournament entry, and round-trip airfare. That'll be picked from one of our email blast participants. How about that, huh?
Unbelievable.
Thank you very much for all the generosity to Kenya.
I was just, the secretary here was just letting me know that part of the proceedings are always donated to the community outreach, such as, local orphanages and just people in need. The tournament that we witnessed leaving today, those proceedings are going to go to the Red Cross. So by supporting these tournaments, you're supporting the local community.
That's fantastic. Cool. Yeah, and that's a really, really nice deal. So, Rick, it's time for a break.
Boy, you're not kidding, man. What a great show we have coming up and so much cool stuff. It sounds like you guys have an amazing guest, and I know everybody's excited to talk about Loreto and talk about some fun. And if you want to join us this morning, be a part of this great broadcast in beautiful Loreto, there's 2 ways that you can reach us. First is with our local line, which is 858 area code 457 1090. Again, 858-457-1090. That's our local number. You can also call us toll-free. That toll-free line is 877-792-1090. One more time, 877-792-1090. And today we're going to be talking all about Loreto and all great things Baja, so we're looking forward to hearing your questions and phone calls about Loreto and all the great fishing that's going on down there. And again, as Pete mentioned, don't forget, make sure you get on our email blast. Very easy to find in the front page of our website, which is hookup1090.com. And if you also want to give us a follow and shoot us a question on our Twitter page, @FishingVoice. So tons of great information, tons of great ways to be a part of the show. Again, 858-457-1090 coming your way. You got a lot of Let's Talk Hookup. You stand by. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
Fisherman's Landing is the top choice in local and long-range fishing. Hi, this is Doug Kern. Our hard-working crew is always looking for ways to improve your fishing experience. We offer the finest open party trips from 1 to 3 days, the best charter boats available, and of course, our world-renowned long-range fleet is second to none. We are proud to say Fisherman's Landing is now a full-service sport fishing operation, offering half-day trips on the Dolphin, and now, for the first time in the long history of Fisherman's Landing, we have 3/4-day open party trips on the Liberty. We built the Liberty specifically to offer a better experience. Run by veteran captain Taro Takeuchi, the 85-foot Liberty is the first open party 3/4-day boat to offer bunks for your comfort. She also has huge bait capacity and RSW fish holds to keep your catch fresh. Plus, Liberty has a big galley and 2 interior heads with showers. Our open party trips from half-day, 3/4-day, or 1 to 3 day trips can be easily booked online at fishermanslanding.com or give us a call at 619-221-8500. I'll see you at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego.
All right, it's time to talk about great gear from Shimano, and with this great bluefin tuna fishing going on at home, how could you talk about anything other than the Talica 2-Speed? Probably the most perfect reel built for our style of fishing, especially with what's going on right now. When you hop on a 3/4-day trip on the Liberty or the San Diego, and you have an opportunity to catch a fish that might be a 20-pound bluefin or a 200-pound bluefin, you need a reel that's small, fits in your hand, but still has appropriate line capacity and big power when you hook that trophy of a lifetime. And for me, that reel's a Talica 12. Load that reel up with some 80-pound Power Pro Max Quattro, a little piece of Seaguar fluorocarbon, and a 200-gram flat fall, and you'll be set from any bluefin tuna that you're going to tangle with in our local waters. There's not a reel like it. It's the Talica 2-Speed. Check it out at your local tackle store. For more information, go to Shimano.com.
This is Rosie from Cedros Sport Fishing, formerly Cedros Adventures. We have made a good thing even better at Cedros Island. Cedros Sport Fishing lets you leave home in the morning and hang out at our luxury lodge in the afternoon. Remember, Cedros is the yellowtail and calico bass capital of the world. Stay in Cedros Sport Fishing's own private waterfront lodge and experience first-class meals and service. Our new fish processing facility will custom cut and pack your catch for your flight home. Hey, what are you waiting for? Call me at 619-772-7570 or check CedrosSportFishing.com for availability and more information. Book soon. Trips are going fast.
What a tuna and yellowtail season last year. Many say the best in 30 years. Could this season be even better? Don't be caught without the right gear. Now is the time to stock up on the trolling lure that proved to be the best. X-Rap Magnum by Rapala. Every X-Rap Magnum runs perfect right out of the box. They all have extreme action and a controlled deep diving aggressive swimming motion. The large diving lip partners with premium BMC hooks and an irresistible rattle. The X-Rap Magnum by Rapala can be trolled at high speeds without rolling or kicking out at depths to 15 feet. Bottom line, the X-Rap Magnum is the ultimate trolling lure for Southern California and Baja saltwater fishing. With a textured translucent body, internal holographic foil, and 3D holographic eye, X-Rap Magnums are irresistible to saltwater game fish. Available in a variety of colors and sizes. No matter what you choose, the fish can't resist X-Rap Magnum by Rapala. Ask your local tackle dealer which is the hottest color and size and start catching more fish. See the entire line at Rapala.com.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090, again live from beautiful Loreto in Baja California, sir. And Pete, sounds like you guys are having such a great time.
Yeah, we're having a great time. This place, I mean, you've been here, Rick. It's magic. It's a magical place. Fishing is fantastic. It's our kind of fishing, you know. You can cast and retrieve for yellowtail and grouper and cabrilla, and you can catch marlin. You can catch dorado during the summer. I mean, it's kind of a great secret that a lot of people know about, and that's our job here today, is to tell more people about how magical this is and how much more accessible and beautiful it is today than it was even the last time we were down here. So, Ken?
Yeah, Pete and I, we hopped across the border 10 minutes, maybe, through the pedestrian walkway, hour and 45-minute flight down here, and it was game on.
Yeah, really easy,
Absolutely.
Very easy to get to. And the cool thing about Loreto is you land in Loreto. It's a very it's a beautiful airport, plenty large, but you're less than 10 minutes from your hotel here in town. They pick you up and drive you right over, and here you are, right on the waterfront.
Yep. And I have another guest to introduce, Carlos Castaneda from Tourism. Good morning, Carlos.
Good morning to everyone. Thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you for permitting us to join. So what kind of comments would you have?
As you were saying, this is a really nice town. This is only 17,000 people here. So we have all the benefits to being in like a city. We have really good hotels. We have an international airport. And we have a really safe highway that you haven't comment. It's a 13-hour drive from San Diego. And so the guys who want to come fishing and bring their own boats, they can do it in 14 hours. It's a really, really safe and nice drive from San Diego.
Yeah, last night I saw people rollerblading on the Malecon, going for joggers everywhere, boats launching at the boat ramp, and it's all first class. It was really nice.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. One thing about really good thing about Loreto is, as you're saying, it's a small town and it's really safe, so you can walk to everywhere you're going, to go have dinner, to go fishing, to go make some kayak, to make some paddle boarding. There's a lot of activities you can do, everyone, not just the fishing stuff, and go to the Sierra La Giganta to see the mission of San Javier. We are the first mission of the California stability. So there's a lot of stuff to do here, and not only in the sea, so only in the mountains.
Yeah, I have to say, from what I saw yesterday, it is no big deal to cut your kids loose around here and let them play at the beach and everything else. Everybody will look out for them, and it's just not that busy.
Family atmosphere.
Yes, really nice family atmosphere. You can go to the plaza and you have really small kids. They walk around. It's really safe. We're one of the safest town in the Baja. All the people is really friendly. and we don't have that amount of delinquency here in town.
Yeah, I think the only thing you have to worry about here is how much sunscreen you have on.
I think you're right. Yeah, indeed. And the weather here, 12 months a year, is beautiful. It's hot in the summer, right?
It's hot in the summer. It's not that hot, but it's a lot of humidity. But it's nice. You can go to a natural beach and have some beers. You're not working, so you can enjoy all the pools. And
the water's nice.
The water's really nice and warm.
Yeah. And then in the winter, I've been here several times in January, February, and it's beautiful then too.
Yeah. We have some days that are kind of windy, but you can go all the days mostly to go fishing. It's really nice fishing in the winter. There's really nice fishing of yellowtail and some yellowtails mostly.
Yeah. Arturo, when's your favorite season for fishing here?
Well, I like summertime.
Yeah.
Because I can go many different places. The area is big here. We have 5 islands.
All protected, right?
Yes, but in these 5 islands, many spots to go and try fishing and have a good time there.
Yeah, for sure. And how many boats operate out of Loreto in your fleet as well as the entire fleet of sport fishing here in Loreto?
Yes, well, total of the boat in Loreto go between 120 maybe to 150 boats.
Wow.
Easy.
Mostly pangas.
Mostly
super pangas.
Here because the weather is very flat.
Yes.
Like a table.
Yes, it is. We can testify to that because we're looking right at it right now.
This is why we prefer going in pangas.
Yes.
The fishermen like open boats to go around and fishing, have a more fun.
I have to say, yesterday I was on the bow of Arturo's Panga. I stood up there and threw a jig for the entire day. Hours. And doesn't even rock. And then we did 30 knots back to the dock. It was grease calm.
Indeed.
So, I have another guest I'd like to introduce. Maria Gomez, welcome.
Good morning.
And she's a general manager of the Gerente Hotel Mission.
Yes.
Did I say that correctly? I apologize.
Yes, Hotel La Misión.
And that is where we're staying. Ladies and gentlemen, absolute 5-star.
Really nice.
Just beautiful place.
Thank you, yes.
Very clean, brand new. It's
yeah,
how old
we
is
were
the
open
hotel?
in 2009.
2009.
Yes, originally the hotel was open in 1963. It has a beautiful story behind it. It's a doctor that came and just to pass by Loreto, fell in love with a Loretano, a local girl, ended up getting married, and his vision was to bring fishermen to have a beautiful hotel. And since then, even back then, the hotel has hosted the weddings for locals, and very, very beautiful place it was then. But then it was closed for a while. And the owner, which is an American, he's from Seattle, Washington, he had a vision, wanted to turn this into something where fishermen can come and bring their families, just making it a beautiful site. We're right in front of the Malikan, and so...
You've done it. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Food's great. The hotel accommodations are great. The staff is fantastic.
Yes.
You've really done a good job.
And something that most of the tourists and people that come to Loreto appreciate is the warmth of his people. The people here are very warm, very excited, very appreciative of all of you. So thank you so much for being here.
Very good.
We really appreciate it.
And on the phone right now, we have a guy who's a big fan of Loreto and of all of Baja. Castman Richard Castaneda from Cast Tours. Buenos dias, Castman.
Buenos dias, Pedro, and all my good friends in Loreto. And you're talking about the Mission Hotel there, Pete. Just a quick story. Years ago, the Mission was kind of the hotel there, and then it kind of went to disarray. And it actually, at one end, it did change hands, and they were trying to remodel it, but it really looked like a hotel that had been bombarded in Syria. I mean, it really looked bad. And anyway, so I hadn't been to Loreto in about a year, and I remember we left in the morning, went out and fished, and on the way in, we're coming in right in front of Loreto, and I see this gorgeous hotel. I go, what the heck is going on here? And then I talked to my guide, and he said, well, that's the new Mission Hotel. And I went, wow, man, did they do a beautiful job. It's just a gorgeous hotel. Anyway, so I made it a point to walk over, and when I got in and went through the hotel, I'll tell you, it is the most beautiful hotel in one of the top hotels in Southern Baja. I mean, it's gorgeous. The American owners did a great job of putting that place together. But great hotel to stay at. Walking distance to everything. Right in town, marina, you're there. I mean, literally, the marina is right across the street. It's where you get your boat. So it's a beautiful place to stay. But on with the fish report. Right now, the big news, Pete, and you're going to run into it when you get down to the East Cape, is roosterfish have come in big time numbers. I mean, from the tip of the Cabo all the way around up into the Sea of Cortez there's a lot of roosters. Most of them are averaging between 20 and 30 pounds.
Nice.
But they are getting a few bigger fish, but those bigger fish will be coming as we get into the summer. But I want to remind the anglers that these fish are one heck of a game fish, and they're a beautiful fish. That they're not good table fare. Treat them as a sport fish, catch them and release them. I'm telling you, these fish are wonderful to catch, especially on live baits, throwing behind the boat, or even throwing poppers and getting them on the surface poppers. But otherwise, still yellowfin tuna down there in that Iman Bank area around the Sea of Cortez there from San Jose del Cabo. Striped marlin still, they're seeing a lot of tailors. Not much going on with them taking any baits or lures, but when that thing takes off, look out. I mean, it's going to be 4, 5, 6 marlin a day. I mean, there's so many fish down there that they're sighting. But I'm going to limit the report now because I know you guys are busy. You got a great show going on. Anyone who wants to book a trip into Loreto, Southern Baja, mainland Mexico, Costa Rica, Panama, give us a call at Cast Tours at 800-593-6510 or on the web at www.casttours.com. And once again, saludos a todos.
Hey, great job, Cass, man. Appreciate it. Great report, as always. And again, today, that catch report was sponsored by Scorpion Sport Fishing, featuring 2 of the best boats in the beautiful East Cape, a 35-foot Cabo Yachts, the El Regalo, and a 26-foot twin outboard center console, the Scorpion. They also offer great beach fishing. The professionals at Scorpion Sport Fishing are equipped to determine to make your fishing dreams come true. Check ScorpionSportFishing.com for the finest charters in all of the East Cape. And man, that sounds like good fishing down there right now.
Yeah, it does. And we'll have to get Castman to put a group together, and we'll all have to come down here, Ricky, and do another broadcast.
I miss it. Yeah,
we'll
I
go fishing and
love fishing with Arturo. Love Loreto, and boy, I feel the exact same way as Lori Patella. The fishing was so amazing, so much fun, so much great opportunities down there, and the people are so nice in Loreto. It just feels like you're home even when you're down there for the first time.
Well, I know we have a lot of patient callers, Ricky. Let's go ahead and jump into it.
You got it. Everybody's excited to talk to you guys down there. Let's start off the phones with Matt, who's calling us from Newport Beach. Good morning, Matt. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Good morning, guys. More of a comment than a question. Probably my best memories as a kid growing up with my dad was fishing down in Loreto with him. And now I'm in the opportunity. I can bring my kids, and I don't think I want to blow that chance of not let my kids have the same memories I did growing up.
Very good.
Yeah,
so did you have a question?
No, not really a question. I know Baja pretty well. I just, I used to fish there a lot in the 80s, and now I haven't really been back.
I would say,
well, you better come back.
Yeah, no doubt. And Pete, you could say this probably better than anybody, obviously being there. But that's the beauty of Loreto is if you enjoyed it 20 years ago, you're going to enjoy it the same. It's still got the amazing, friendly, cool feel of what Baja is supposed to be: warm and welcome and great spots to eat and enjoy. And it's probably one of my favorite towns in all of Baja.
Indeed. Hey, thanks a lot for your call this morning. Got an email from one of our listeners, Dwayne in Long Beach, who said he's not a big caller, but he listens to the show every day. And he wanted to ask about what there is to do other than fishing for his wife and 12-year-old daughter that while he's out fishing with Arturo. So what about that?
There's a lot of stuff to do for the family. We have you can go to the island to go to this really nice beaches there. You can go to kayak, you can go to paddleboard, you can go to swim on the Isla Coronado. It's a really nice trip to go like a day trip. You can go to San Javier to visit one of the second missions of California. There's a lot of hiking and places to go. And for the family, it's really safe. So you can walk everywhere and go and to do some activities. And there's a lot of really nice hotels that have really nice beaches and pools. So it's a really friendly and family stuff.
Now, the blue whale watching you were talking about, Norma, what time of the year is that?
Well, actually, by the end of December, you can start sometimes seeing blue whales.
See the blue whales right here.
Exactly. And it goes all the way to the beginning of March.
Wow.
Sometimes we are lucky and they hang around like for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But just to complement what Carlos was saying, I have a 12-year-old son, and he is already certified diver. And something that people do here, for example, with their kids is like, paddle boarding, take lessons, kayaking. There's fantastic courses for kayaking for kids.
Wow.
And also, they can be certified as divers. They are a bubble club for kids that they can join and get a certification. And also the kayaking, but the hiking in the mountains and the cave paintings. These are full range of cave paintings that families can go and walk and have guides and have a unique experience.
Wow. And how close is that to Loreto?
You have cave paintings as close as San Javier, closer than San Javier, and
Wow.
you can go in another ones north for a couple of hours, and then in the mountains. In itself, the hiking to the cave paintings is an experience, but when you go, for example, to San Borjita, it's just mind-blowing to see something that has been there for more than 7,000 years.
Wow. So San Javier, the mission here, is how far away?
It's 32 kilometers, which is like half an hour.
Yeah.
It's just like, great. You can do a morning trip or an evening trip, depending on which light you would like to take beautiful pictures.
I've heard so many things about San Javier before. I've been, of all the times, I always think, I've got to get to San Javier, but the fishing always attracts me, or the scuba diving, so I never get up to San Javier. But what's so special about San Javier?
Well, I think it's the environment. When the first missionaries arrived in Loreto, they found out that, the locals were coming from somewhere else. So they decided to follow them, and they saw a trail of water, a little trickle of water that was coming all the way from a canyon where right now is the Mission of San Javier. So the Mission of San Javier is settled in this beautiful canyon, and it's just like a very spectacular scene, and especially because historically is where actually the locals were living when the Jesuits arrived in Loreto. So that's why they decided to go over there. So you have this beautiful mission church, and then you have this olive tree that was planted there like 350 more years there that you can see right now.
Fantastic. Yeah, so there's plenty to do here. And I have done scuba diving with Arturo in the past here. And it's fantastic scuba diving. The kayaking here is, I don't know that there's a better place in the world to kayak than right here in Loreto, just because of all the islands and the calm waters and such like that. Yeah, it's really fantastic. So all that's here for the families if you're non-fishing person.
Yeah, just to add up, like Loreto National Park is a protected area, and it was declared, a treasure, a natural treasure for UNESCO, like in 1982, if I'm not wrong. And we have a very active community protecting the areas and the islands. This is a very, very special place for all of us.
So no commercial fishing, none of that going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everybody can visit the islands, but they need to bring everything they get there, and they have to follow the rules so we can preserve our national park.
Before we went fishing yesterday with Arturo, we had to buy the park wristbands, and you buy those right here in the marina office here. And that's part of that is going to do all this protection, right?
Exactly, and there's more programs that are actually currently, being prepared for all our visitors to contribute and preserve our parks, and so we can share them with all of you.
All right. Enrique is on the phone from Puerto Escondido. Buenos dias, Enrique.
Buenos dias. How are you?
Excellent. Sorry you couldn't join us here at this beautiful location to broadcast, but we wanted to, first of all, thank you for the fantastic opportunity to give away a trip to the Villa del Palmar and the Puerto Escondido Dorado tournament. Tell us about Puerto Escondido and what's happening down there.
Yes, I'm very sorry I cannot be there with you guys. I really appreciate the opportunity to talk about Puerto Escondido. We are going to be hosting, as you already know, the fishing tournament for the Villa Group, the islands of Loreto, which is going to be the 27th through the 29th of July. And Marina Puerto Escondido, it's a really, really amazing place. It's a marina natural harbor. It has been, it's very protected from the weather, and it was developed by the government at the beginning, the Mexican government, and we are a private company that purchased the marina from the government last year, and we've been doing a lot of improvements. We have a lot of amazing services for the fishermen and just all the boating community. We have a fuel station for boats and cars where we sell gasoline and diesel. We have a ramp, a travel lift. We have a little supermarket where you can grab all the stuff you need for to go out on a day for fishing. We have a dry storage area with full capacity for all sorts of maintenance for boats. So we are doing lots and lots of things. Our project includes canal front homes. We're going to start building some condominiums next year. We are the canal front properties are just finished last year, where they all have their own private dock, all the way to 100-foot dock. And we're planning a really big marina expansion this year also. We're going to put about 100 more slips in the water this year for mega boats. We're having 100-foot slips available someday this year. So as you can see, we want this marina to become the place to go for fishermen and all sorts of boaters to, if they just want to go out on the Sea of Cortez and have a nice time, we want them to know this is a place they can go to.
That's fantastic. And, of course, one of our people from our email list, which if you haven't signed up for our email list yet, go ahead and do it. It's on the front page of our website, letstalkhookup.com. Just click on subscribe to my email list, and we're going to select somebody to win that trip, including airfare, hotel, golf, fishing for the Dorado tournament, the Villa del Palmar golf tournament and fishing tournament on July 27th through 29th at Puerto Escondido. And we very much appreciate it, Enrique, and looking forward to, I'm going to jump in the car with our friend Rick Jensen from Sport Fishing Financial and his family, head down to Rancho Leonero after this broadcast, and we're going to stop in Puerto Escondido and check out all the new things. I've been to Puerto Escondido before. It is the most natural, perfect harbor I've ever seen. It is an absolute perfect natural harbor, and I know my friend Mark Wheeler from Encinas Ford has taken his big boats in there and says it's a great place. So it sounds like things are even going to improve even more. Thanks for joining us here, Enrique. We sure appreciate the time.
Thank you, and have a great day, and please stop by, and you'll be surprised with all the new things we're doing over there.
I can't wait. I look forward to it for sure. Ricky, time for a break.
Yeah, when we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way, live from Loreto. More of your phone calls, more great information. You stay tuned. You're listening to Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090. Rock Cod Rick here for West Coast Marine and Parker Boats. You see them all over Southern California waters. Parker Boats at the launch ramp, the offshore islands. You wake up in the morning on an overnight trip, and there they are. Parker Boats of all size fishing in the same area as the sporties. There's a good reason for it: fishability and seaworthiness. Of all the boats out there, my boat partner and I chose to get a brand new 25 Parker center console from Kevin Kelly and the gang at West Coast Marine, and I could not be happier. Wow, what a fishing machine. Parker Marine builds a heavy-duty, industrial-strength boat, probably overbuilt, but that's why so many 4- and 6-pack charters choose to operate Parkers. We thank the guys at Pinnacle Sport Fishing, Seasoned Sport Fishing, One-Man Charters, Black and Blue Sport Fishing for their confidence in Parker boats. Take it from me, if you are ready for a new Parker at a fair, upfront, and honest deal, you need to see Kevin Kelly at West Coast Marine, located at 1555 Newport Boulevard in Costa Mesa, or check out their inventory and information at westcoastmarine.com.
The Longfin in Orange, Southern California's premier fishing superstore, is having a big event. It's Shimano Day, Saturday, June 10th. This is a tackle sale not to be missed. The Longfin will have Shimano Power Pro and G Loomis all on sale for this one day only at incredible prices. Shimano Pro staffers will be under the tents in the Longfin parking lot to show you the latest from Shimano, G Loomis, and Power Pro. Inside the Longfin, there is a Shimano store within the store with special offers available on Shimano rods and reels, G Loomis rods, and Power Pro line for this one day only. Plus, every rod and reel, every lure, every tackle bag, every item of clothing will be on sale. Saturday, June 10th only. Plus, get one free reel service with minimum purchase and win great stuff in a huge raffle. This is the event anglers wait all year for. Shimano Day at the Longfin, Saturday, June 10th, starting at 7 and open till 7 at the Longfin, 2730 East Chapman, just off the 55 freeway in Orange. For directions or more information, information, check out the website at thelongfin.com.
All right, it's time for the San Diego International Boat Show. Over 200 boats from entry-level to family cruisers and personal watercraft, including sailboats up to 80-foot super yachts. This year they've got expanded dock space to accommodate more vendors and more boats, making 2017 the biggest show ever. They've got in-the-water displays, on-land displays, free demos, paddle boards, and kayaks are going to be available. They'll have power boating lessons. They're great tiki bar. They've got a bunch of great stuff, food trucks, beer gardens, live entertainment. It's going to be a great time at the San Diego International Boat Show. It's June 15th through the 18th at Spanish Landing Park East, Harbor Islands, right across from San Diego International Airport. Thursday and Friday from noon till 7, Saturday from 10 till 7, and then Sunday from 10 to 6. Admission is just $15. Kids 12 and under are free, and, of course, there's going to be discounts for active U.S. military personnel. Do something fun for Dad on Father's Day, June 18th. Take him to the boat show. For more information and check out to purchase tickets, go to the San Diego International Boat Show.com.
He's not just my fishing buddy. After 30 years, he's a brother, and I'd sure hate to lose him. His bass boat's got nothing to do with it. So I make sure both of us wear a life jacket. Save the ones you love, even if they don't own a fancy boat. A message from California State Parks Division of Boating and Waterways.
This is Pete Gray to tell you about one of my favorite places to fish in the world. It's Whalers Cove Lodge in Angoon, Alaska. For several years now, we've been hosting groups at Whalers Cove, and this is certainly one trip I do not miss. Each year, the Powers family makes great improvements to the lodge that make this great lodge even better. New rooms, new boats, new fish processing facilities, new outdoor kitchen. The list goes on and on. As for fishing, the calm waters around Whalers Cove are 100 miles from any large town, so you will enjoy wilderness adventure without the crowds. Whalers Cove Lodge has some of the best salt and freshwater fishing in Alaska, and there's no need for a bumpy boat ride for hours. You can find productive fishing for salmon, halibut, and rockfish just 10 minutes from the lodge. Here's the deal. The word is out on Whalers Cove, so you want to go? Book soon. WhalersCoveLodge.com or call 800-423-3123. WhalersCoveLodge.com for the Alaska fishing experience of a lifetime.
Fifth Avenue Insurance has a new name. It's Snap Insurance, still providing anglers and boaters with the best in boat insurance and the lowest rates. The experts at Snap Insurance will make sure your boat and property are covered right. Traveling to Mexico? Snap has you covered. You can even work with your agent to wrap your home and auto with your boat policy to save even more. Call them for advice on your current boat policy or any of your insurance needs. Snap Insurance, 800-527-6617 or snapins.com. That's SNAPPINS.com.
XEBRS 1090 AM Rosarito, Baja California.
San Diego's sports leader. The home of ESPN Radio. The mighty 1090.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090, again live at beautiful Loreto, live on the Malecon, and man, it sounds like you guys are having fun, Pete.
You have no idea what we're looking at right now. It's just, well, you have an idea. You've
I
been
have
to
an
this
idea.
Place, Loreto. It's just
Arturo.
absolutely, it's a stunning area, and the people here. I'm going to call this the friendliest place in Mexico. I mean, would I be? Lori's shaking her head. Yeah, for sure. I mean, everybody here is just. I mean, there's a lot of friendly places in Mexico, but this one is a pretty much of a very leading the pack there. So, in the meantime, while we're talking Loreto, we're giving away 3 different trips today. One for one of our callers today, one for those that follow us on Twitter at Fishing Voice, and one for somebody that's on our email list. So, if you haven't signed up for our email list or on the front page of letstalkhookup.com, you can be eligible to do that today. Twitter, follow us at Fishing Voice. So we wanted to kind of open up the opportunity for not just callers to have a chance to win these very, very incredible trips, but everybody who listens to Let's Talk Hookup to have a chance. So there you go. Take advantage of that and jump in there. And in the meantime, let's go ahead and jump on the phones, Rick.
You got it. Well, the phones are jam-packed. Everybody's excited to talk to you guys down there. And let's jump right in and talk to Matt. Matt's calling us from La Mesa this morning. Good morning, Matt. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, good morning, guys. Both Rick, you and Pete can chime in on this, and anybody else listening down there. If you had one rod and reel outfit to take to Loreto, what would it be?
Arturo, what's the best fishing setup to use here in Loreto?
Excuse me again?
The rod and reel size?
Okay, we use a lot the 40-pound line.
40 pound.
You know, and summer for bigger fish, we use 60 pound.
Uh-huh.
And the reels, medium size, good for casting, like you, amigo.
Yeah, I enjoyed yesterday using his reels.
Yeah, doing you just yo-yoing all day because the yellowtail are deep this time of the year.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you know, you need a big staff.
Yeah.
You know.
Especially because you're in a panga, right?
Perfect.
Yeah. And being in there. So 40 pound is like your ideal setup. You want to bring a surface iron rod for the winter yellowtail fishing. They come up on the surface, right?
Yes,
and
you can put a head 60 pound.
Yeah.
Leader.
And then of course if you want to go Dorado fishing, same thing, right? 40 pound with a leader.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I just think yesterday I was throwing a jig most of the day, and I was thrown into the rocks and stuff, and just a medium action 40-pound rod. And you're good to go.
There you go. All right. And you don't necessarily need to bring anything here. You can rent equipment here. You can get supplied equipment. You can come down with nothing and have good equipment to use, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We include the fishing rods, and we have the fishing tackle.
Okay. Very good.
Excellent.
All right. Thanks a lot for the call this morning.
All right. Hey.
Felipe is here. Right?
Yeah, good morning. Felipe Silva, he's actually the head of the Magic Town Committee, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Why don't you tell us what that's all about?
Yeah. Well, Loreto, it's, first of all, receive a formal invitation for all the audience that are listening to visit Loreto. Go to Loreto.com. There's the official site.
Go to Loreto.com.
Go to Loreto.com.
Wow.
There's also formal information I would like to share. Loreto, it's part of the Tourist Federal Mexican program that it's called Magic Town. But the magic, it's not on the walls, not on the church. We have the First Mission. We have all the activities. We have the ocean. We have but the magic, it's on the service, on the people, on the warm welcome, on the service, and the friendly staff that welcomes everyone. That's the real magic. And on all the traditional events and the festivities we have, you can feel it. You can share with us just like if you are part of the member or part of the whole town. You always feel between family down here. That's the difference between another different destinations. But down here, we keep the warm welcomes all the time and the facilities to try to promote and to have more people to come with us.
So this event tonight that is actually set up right now, beautiful tables on the Malecon outside, because the weather here is perfect, especially this time of the year. If they went to GoToLoreto.com and they're really foodie people, they could have booked a trip to come down here for this event.
Right, that's right. That's all the information.
It's open to the public. Yeah.
The annual our traditional dish from before the Jesuits came here. Maybe 500, 600 years ago, we're still making the same way to cook the chocolate clams. That's our tradition, and it's the only place on earth you can find the chocolate clam. There's a lot of types of clams, but
these are the best clams.
Yeah, that's the best ones.
Yeah.
That's the best
I can testify to that.
Yeah.
They are the best.
And the Restaurant Association just made 5 years ago the first annual food festival in turn of the chocolate.
So this food festival tonight is all about the chocolate. And like you said earlier, all the different restaurants throughout Loreto are bringing their secret recipes, right?
10 different recipes, and also there's fish and another dishes, but the main production it's about the clams. 10 different ways to taste it.
And this is just one event that you do throughout the year here in Loreto for anybody that can want
gastronomic events. There's 3 of them.
3 of them. Okay.
Yeah, there's one, the lead it's chocolate clams. There also is gypsy night, and the other one it's one day after our foundation anniversary, which is the 25th of October, since 1975 with the first mission, and it's always on the next day, the 26th of October.
Okay.
And it's about Noche de la Conquista. It's called. It's about traditional dishes also.
So for everybody, and then there's various fishing events throughout the year here in Loreto.
Yeah, well, we have different tournaments, and also we have sports activities during the year. And last week we had the first swing competition for the whole state. We have more than 50 participants, and also in November we have the second marathon, 21 kilometers.
Wow,
Yeah.
a marathon. Wow, that's it. And then Norma, I saw you steering a wheel. Are you talking about the Baja 1000? No, has it come through Loreto here?
Yeah. Well, Norma.
I think Carlos is the best, knowledgeable about this.
Yeah, it's going to be the 50th anniversary this year, so it's going to be a huge event. It's going through all the towns of the Baja. It's all the way from Ensenada to La Paz this year. And it's, we were talking to Escort International like a month ago. It's probably be like around 450 cars are going to.
Whoa.
We're going to drive
right past Loreto here.
Just cars. I don't know how many motorcycles going to be there. So it's going to be a huge event on November. It's going to be around the 17 or 15, I guess.
Wow. 14 to 18 November.
Just to add something on the food stuff, we have the Can Iraq Loreto Facebook page, so everybody can check the events of gastronomic events on Can Iraq Loreto on Facebook.
And it's amazing to me. Back 10 years ago, there weren't the choices that there are today in Loreto for food. It's just amazing how many great restaurants there are here in town.
Yeah, for a small town, we have a lot of restaurants. There's just in the association of restaurants, there's 17.
17.
One of the best.
This is a small town.
There's the best, and there's a lot of restaurants that are not in the association, but there's a lot of good places that have all the fresh feed. They can serve you lobster, they can serve you the clams, and all the traditional stuff from machaca to all the steaks here in Baja.
Yeah.
Even craft beer.
Even craft beer here in Loreto. Wow. Well, Gary Graham, who's down here covering us for BD Outdoors and the Sportfishing Association, said he streamed a little clip of our scene here on his Facebook page, which is Gary C. Graham. So if you want to see a video clip of what's going on right now here in Loreto in this room that we're in, we have every. It seems like most everybody here in Loreto who makes things happen. So you want to check that out. Gary C. Graham on Facebook. You can stream that for us. And Rick, time for a break.
Yeah, when we come back, we got catch reports, we got more phone calls, and we got, better yet, more great info from Baja. You stay tuned. You're listening to Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
This is Chelsea from Dana Landing in Mission Bay. We are truly the one-stop shop for a great day on the water. Looking for a fishing charter? Dana Landing has you covered with the Blackjack. Perfect up to 4 anglers, or the Impulse up to 6 anglers in comfort and style. Dana Landing has a huge tackle shop with everything you need to go fish bay bass, tuna, or marlin, and our staff will dial you in. We even have Mexican and California fishing licenses and reel repair. Our deli at Dana Landing is a local's favorite with all the food, ice, and beverages you need. Hey, need freshwater tackle? Head to East County Bait and Tackle, the ultimate in rods and reels, the latest freshwater lures and live bait. ECBT has a staff second to none when it comes to sharing their passion for fishing. ECBT is at the end of the 67 freeway on Mapleview and Lakeside. And Dana Landing is next to the Dana Launch Ramp in Mission Bay. Check out DanaLanding.com for more details.
You've heard all about it. You know the angler's catching fish habit, so what's holding you back? It's a fact. FishDope.com really does help you catch more fish and burn less fuel. FishDope.com is the only fish finding service with a spotter plane along with a crew of top anglers on the water almost every day that report actual locations and catches. You can get daily catch reports from Point Conception to San Martin Island, 365 days a year. FishDope.com is for everyone, whether you have your own boat, fish on your friend's boat, or a sport boat. FishDope.com has online planning tools, moon phase, tides, hot bite icons, and more. So bottom line is, if you don't have FishDope.com, well, you're probably missing a lot of bites. Membership costs less than $50 of gas, and that's for the entire year. That's right, 1 year. What a bargain. Plus, use the special code to save $20 on a new FishDope.com membership. Check it out today. FishDope.com. Catch more fish, burn less fuel.
Here's John Ireland for Rancho Leonero.
You know, the ranch is unique. It's one of the few places in the world where you can still drive ATVs up the beach. We have fishing from the beach. We have dive trips that we run to Pomo in a number of different spots. Kayaking, of course, has been real big. We were one of the first hotels to introduce kayaking. The ranch is small, you know, it's intimate. It's 34 rooms, so everyone gets to know everyone. The old saying, where everyone knows your name. Well, truly at Rancho Leonero, the employees do know pretty darn near all our guests' names. And what's even more interesting is most of the guests know each other's names. Very personal, very intimate, and a special, special environment. 2 miles of beachfront, a mile on either side of the hotel. Rancho Leonero is really the last of the old-style Baja fishing resorts. 1-800-646-2252. 1-800-646-BAJA. And RanchoLeonero.com. I'll personally guarantee your best fishing experience and vacation at Rancho Leonero.
XEPRS 1090 AM Rosarito, Baja California.
San Diego's sports leader.
The home of ESPN Radio.
The mighty 1090.
Sport fishing, not just for dad anymore. At Dana Wharf Sport Fishing, kids fish free every Sunday. Free half-day fishing trip and clinic free for kids 12 and under every Sunday at Dana Wharf. Join the Dana Wharf Kids Club and get over $100 of really cool stuff like 2 free fishing trips, a free whale watch trip, and more. Dana Wharf, everyone's favorite since 1971. Click DanaWharf.com or visit them in the Dana Point Harbor, the bass capital of the West, and only minutes from the 5 freeway in Orange County. DanaWharf.com, where kids fish free.
Everyone likes special treatment, you know, kind of feel like a VIP. Well, that's how our listeners are treated at Poway Valley Collision. I have personally heard of several stories of how well our friends Jim and Mary take care of their customers that we sent them. Poway Valley Collision is worth the drive from anywhere in the Southland. We know you may not need them today, but when accidents happen, it pays to go to Poway Valley Collision. And listen to this. Our listeners get a special discount that can save you hundreds of dollars on your car or truck repair. Just tell them you listen to the show and you get the deal. They work with most insurance companies, including Auto Club, MetLife, Wawanesa, and more. Just bring your car or truck to them and let Poway Valley Collision do the rest. I have had my truck repaired at Poway Valley Collision and the job was perfect. So get your vehicle fixed right at Poway Valley Collision. Tell them you listen to Let's Talk Hookup and they'll save you money on your repair. Poway Valley Collision, 14211 Garden Road in Poway. Check PowayValleyCollision.com.
Spring fishing is finally here. Will it be another banner season? Will it even be better than last year? Will it cool off? Who knows? Fishing is one thing that's impossible to predict. But when it comes to trucks, it's easy to predict who's going to be number one. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for the last 40 years in a row. Today's Ford trucks combine legendary toughness and state-of-the-art technology, giving you the best of both worlds. That's called being California smart. Ford has put it all together with the F-150 STX package. These trucks are nicely equipped with an EcoBoost engine, hands-free system controls, a reverse-sensing camera, 20-inch wheels, and a lot more. All at a price you're going to love. Now, I can't always predict what the fish are going to do, but I can predict that Ford is going to be on the top once again with trucks like the 2017 F-150 STX package. It's California smart. Stop by your San Diego County Ford dealer today. They'll be glad to hook you up.